What's up, guys? Today we are inline ripping. Pretty sure I've shown you some videos on this before. This is our field in Prospect. So we have two fields right next to each other, and we will only be ripping this west one because the other one's already put in wheat. We have been waiting to rip it because we just put a pipeline in right here. You can see where all the dirt's disturbed, kind of, I think. There was a ditch there, a concrete ditch that we ripped out and put all pipe in underneath. We had to run it under the road and everything, but now that it's done for the most part, we're able to start ripping the field. If I haven't shown you this ripper before, I'll have to look back. But I'll just walk back and show you guys it, and then we'll get to rip it. Okay guys, we're back, but of course, as usual, things did not go as planned. Had a bearing, the cap came off, bearing dirt got inside, the bearing went bad, and then it ruined the spindle on that wheel right there. And of course the camera was dead, so I couldn't video any of it. I videoed some of it on my phone. I'll see if I can get it into the video or not, but we got the new spindle on, new bearing on, and then I went about 100 feet through the field, and the cap disappeared. I looked back and the cap was gone. So I'm guessing it's about a foot in the ground somewhere. But we took a little plastic bottle thing that we had and cut it in half, put that around the hub, taped it on with some good old tile tape. And now we are going. We're moving. 6 miles an hour. Almost, yeah, it's just been going in between 15 and 16 acres an hour. Again, I'll get out and show you the inline ripper once its battery's charged a little bit more on the GoPro. And the 9520 RX. Great tractor. My favorite tractor to run. We'll see, I'll let you guys know when something happens, whether that cap that's taped on falls off, another bearing goes out, bogey wheel rubber comes off, maybe when we get halfway, or when I show you guys the ripper. Of course, per usual, things didn't want to go as planned, so yeah, that's gonna be fun, super fun. I don't even know if I can get this. Oh yeah, I didn't know if I'd be able to get it down without a hammer, but geez Louise. Oh, there we go. Souvenir, DM for details. This thing's kind of warm. Oh, man alive. Oh. Man. This thing is... Well, while we're out here, one second. Here's our handy dandy little plastic hub that we made. I guess hubcap, not hub. I don't think a plastic hub would work very well. Ah! Man alive. We gotta be close. There's no, I can't even see light. Oh, jeez Louise. Alright, I'm gonna sit down for a second and get this thing fixed. Man, that would have been much easier with an impact, but all we had, these two bad boys right here, but they saved my life. For those of you who don't know, that's a shear bolt, and this is an inline ripper. Just bought it. I'll show you it while I'm out here, might as well. So this specific inline ripper was made to be 3-pointed on the back of a tractor. You can see we don't have a 3-point on this tractor, and neither did the people we bought it from. They put on this conversion kit that turns it into a drawbar hookup, just welded on tabs that are bolted on to the frame, and then these wheels that are just bolted on either side, ran by hydraulics, broke one of these wheels off last year, but it's been good to us so far this year. Ripped a couple fields with it, other than that one bearing. I myself seem to have a problem with bearings. Don't know why. They always seem to go bad on me. This is a shank. That goes into the ground to about here. You can kind of see where the dirt line is, and pretty much pulls the ground up. Can show you where we were looking for. You can see where this shear bolt broke, but the shanks go into the ground, dig down about 15 inches, and they pull the dirt up. Some of the dirt gets stirred up on top as well, depending on how loose the dirt is on top. But the main focus is to pull up the more compacted dirt and break it up. You can tell it's doing a good job. So I'll walk back here. Really simple. You got your frame, your bolt-on plates, and then your shank. I don't know for sure what these are called. I'm just gonna call it the shield. This is what pierces through the dirt. It's just a thin piece of metal, and then obviously it gets wider when it turns into the shank. And then here's the tip of the shank right here. This is what pulls the ripper down into the ground, and then what the dirt gets pulled up from. And here is a shear bolt, which that's a brand new one. That's what I just put on. A lot of times the ground will get really hard and it'll break this shear bolt. It's designed that way just so it's not super hard on the shanks. If you don't have a shear bolt and this is just like a welded one piece, and you're pulling that much through hard compacted dirt, you're going to break a shank or welds up top on here on the frame. So that's why the shear bolt is put in place, is to keep that from happening. That way when you get into super hard stuff and the shank just can't handle it anymore, breaks the shear bolt, which ends up looking like that. Don't know where the head of the bolt is. Disappeared into the ground somewhere, and it'll probably be found by an archaeologist in about 200 plus years. But that is our inline ripper. Let me know if you guys have any more questions about it. Thomas or me can answer them in another video. Obviously, most of you have seen a tractor or run tractors, but just give you guys a walk down what this is. Hydraulic hookups, pushes hydraulic fluid through the lines into the cylinder, which lift and raise the wheels. This is our 9520 RX, otherwise known as a quad track. She's loud up front here, but yeah. Which it looks like we have some oil leaking here, which I should probably check on. Don't know. Never mind. That's broken. Never mind, I think that oil spillage is from me this morning when I topped it off with oil. Always remember to check your oil before you start running your tractor for the morning. Found a chip clip on the ground, I'm not sure why that's there. Covered in chicken manure now. So yeah, 9520 RX. Always got to keep a beacon on for sure. And the GoPro's about to die, so I'm gonna go plug it in again. I haven't been able to get to a full charge all day, so that's why it keeps dying. But I'm gonna put it away, get it charging. If anything else interesting happens, I don't know if that was really that interesting. To me, it was just annoying. But if anything else camera worthy, I guess I should say, happens, I'll let you guys know. What's up, guys? It's the next day, and shoot another bolt. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but the shank is like this, and it's supposed to be like that. We have the bolts, but we don't have any more nuts or washers in the tractor. So I gotta go see. I don't know for sure what size it is. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna go over to the pickup, throw a wrench or a socket on there and see what size it is so that they can bring me out more nuts and washers. Where's my socket set at? That could be a side issue. I don't remember where that is. Okay. We gotta go get, not the bolt, but nuts and washers. So. And we're off. See you soon. Well, we just gotta make it there. And man alive, stupid dash won't stop squeaking. We gotta make it there to Ron's equipment and back so that it won't add any time to our field work. I want to be done as soon as possible. They won't shut up. Quit squirreling. So we got bolt, nut, washers. We got a couple of them for extra, actually. And we got lunch. And I don't think that's going to move. We have to raise it up a bit. sometimes this door doesn't want to open, so I'm glad it just did. Sometimes you gotta give her a little bit of love. Pretty sure I just shook everything off the ripper, so hopefully I didn't just lose the nuts and bolts. Well, there's a bolt and washer. That's orange. Oh, and the rest of stuff's right there. Perfect. Okay. This will go in there. Actually, it'll go in there. And this needs to get straight. Be right back.